Welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Hello, guys.
We are live on mute.
It's Marlena and Kevin.
Yep,
All right, we're back.
we are.
If you guys are thinking about starting over and moving to California,
Don't.
You don't want to fucking move here.
Why not, Marlena?
It's fucking expensive. Yeah,
Oh.
the weather's nice. You know, it's whatever. But everything else is shitty.
Are we bitching this podcast episode?
I just wanted to make an announcement. Gas is fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it's been ridiculous. Yes.
It's like $6 to $7. Who knows how much it is in other areas? Those are the only areas that I've been around lately.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You can't afford to have an apartment, a studio apartment.
Not on your own.
How much
need a buddy.
is a studio apartment? Roughly, Kevin.
About $1,400,
Maybe more now.
probably.
$1,500 for a fucking studio? Gas is fucking high as fuck. Don't try to live somewhere else. Not that we don't want people to move here. All the people that live out of state want to come move to California. All the fucking Californians want to move out of California.
Let's trade houses.
We can't afford a fucking house here. They're like $1 million. Eat every house.
Every house.
Every fucking house here is $1 million, no matter where it is. If it's in fucking LA,
700,000. You know, it's not
At the
a
least.
million.
at the least, it's 700. At the very least. And if it's any cheaper, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the desert.
Yeah.
You know who lives in California, Kevin?
Who?
Tom-
Britney Spears?
Yes.
Chris Rock?
Sure, but Tom Hanks. I found this on reddit.confessions.
Oh, okay.
NSFW. I'm sure that's a Reddit abbreviation. I just don't know what it is. And it was on a confessions subreddit. So Tom Hanks is the title.
And for those who don't know, Tom Hanks is a actor of sorts. I
Who
suppose.
doesn't fucking know who
He
Tom Hanks
is
is?
known for his renowned role as the voice of Garfield. Go ahead, Marlena.
False news, but okay. This guy says, I think I went too far this time. I've crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. In my search for more and more masturbation material,
Ooh.
I jerked off to Tom Hanks peeing in the Green Mile. I've started watching his other movies, and he sure does pee in a lot of them.
Yeah.
Someone commented saying, you should watch him pee in A League of Their Own. Now that's some Hanks pissin'. And then he commented on that comment saying, fuck, I forgot about that.
Was your rant on California your segue to Tom Hanks?
Sure. Wasn't it a great one? California? Tom
Sure was
Hanks?
something. Yeah. All right.
What did you think about the post, though?
I mean, that was something. Yeah. I can't imagine
Were you
masturbating to a Tom Hanks.
Were
but
you more stunned by my segue than the fucking
The
post?
segue was a little jarring, I must say. I think you need to oil up your Segway before you take it for a ride next time.
No, I think it was nice and smooth.
Okay.
I thought. What did you guys think?
Smooth as a pile of rocks.
Some nice, smooth river rocks.
No.
Yeah, why the fuck would this guy jerk off to Tom Hanks pissing? I'm wondering
Marlena,
if he was
something
already...
exists, some man has masturbated to it. Let me just tell you that. Anything. You can't name one thing that I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Nobody's ever jerked off to that. No, anything.
I guess that's true.
There are deviants out there.
I'm curious if it started off with like the kink of like people pissing on other people.
I'm sure.
And then he just found a random pissing video And
You know the
led from there.
scene, right? That he's talking
I
about.
don't remember.
Yeah.
I haven't. It's been a long time since I've
Tom
seen
Hanks
that
is
movie.
pissing out a kidney stone. He's in very much a lot of pain.
Oh
That's the
shit!
scene he's talking about.
Oh really?
Yeah, it makes it a little bit worse when you. Go ahead. We'll pause and you can watch the video.
I'm not gonna.
Imagine some man just getting off to that.
I'm not gonna watch it right now. Maybe after we record.
Yeah, I used to watch that movie a lot, so I know exactly the scene that he was talking about. That's a rough one.
Maybe we'll post it on the Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, this guy has some other fetishes going on, I think.
One of the clips from there. He's passing a kidney stone? I guess the grunting or something was...
You don't have to try to get in the man's head. It's the pain of it all. It's fucking everything, you know?
I guess. Are you turned off by this conversation?
I'm not a pisser, so I don't know. You know?
I'm not a pisser.
Nah.
You mean you're not a masturbating
Nope.
pissing kinker? I don't know.
No. Not a masturbating piss and kinker.
Okay. Ask Reddit. I found this on Reddit though.
Okay.
Okay. It's an Ask Reddit post. How did you find your significant other was cheating on you?
Ooh.
And this was one of the best comments. I had a feeling for a while, but nothing concrete. We only had one car, so she would drop me off at work and then go on to her work. We were supposed to have lunch together when she called me and said she couldn't make it. She was tied up at work.
Tied up.
Boss heard I didn't have lunch, so he gave me the company truck to go pick up lunch for the shop. Drove to the fast food place my wife and I were supposed to have lunch at and saw her sitting outside with a coworker holding hands and feeding each other. I went through the drive-thru, then honked at them. Her face went from confusion to shock and she tried to pull her hands away from the dude. Found out he was told I was her gay roommate.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a big yikes for me. I like how he still went through the drive-thru. He saw her. He's like, that bitch. But everybody does need their burgers, so let me just pick these up real quick. I only have 30 minutes.
Maybe he saw them when he was driving out of the drive-thru.
No, he said it. He said he saw them. He pulled up. He saw them, went through the drive-thru, and then honked at them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's dedicated to getting lunch for his crew out there, so that's good.
This next person said, used her iPad on our honeymoon at Disney. She hadn't used it in a while, so I powered it. All her text from her phone synced over. Saw the whole affair flash before my eyes. Doing much better now than I was then.
Dude, honestly, finding out, if you're going to find out while you're getting married, it's better to find out on your honeymoon, I think. Because then you're still within the still within the annulment period, so you could just immediately just call that shit off.
How long is the annulment period, do you think?
I think that depends on the states, but I think in California it's a year.
It's a year?
Yeah. But you need a reason. You need a good enough reason. And cheating, infidelity is definitely a good enough reason. I think you could just annul it without even being separated and stuff. Because I know if you get a divorce here, you have to be separated for a certain amount of time before you get a divorce because we have arcane laws.
I looked it up really quick. California law states that you have 4 years to file for annulment if the reasons are due to physical incapacity, age, or by force.
What is physical incapacity? When somebody gets so large they can't fit through doors, are you allowed to divorce them?
I don't.
That's a physical incapacity, Your Honor. She physically can't even be here.
Well, I don't know the specifics, but 4 years is a fucking long time.
That is a long time. All right, that's cool. Nice. There we go. People get married willy-nilly. It don't matter.
But yeah, I would say I guess that's the best time. I mean, find out on your honeymoon. That's some bullshit. I mean, come on, dude. Like, why go through all the trouble of getting married and then, like, I don't know. What's the point of getting married then? You want, maybe it's like a one last fling, you know, like some fucking weirdos, assholes do that before they get married because they think, oh, I don't want to have, I need to see what one extra vagina or one extra penis feels like before I have one penis for the rest of my life. That's stupid.
Yeah.
People who think like that is just fucking ridiculous to me.
Yeah, the whole fling on your bachelor party or bachelorette party. Gotta get one last dick.
That's so stupid.
You gotta just not get married.
Someone responded saying, "What a way to speed read the cliff notes on an affair." That's true.
That's where you take screenshots and email them to yourself so you can hand them to your divorce lawyer to make sure that annulment goes as clean as possible. 50%? Psh.
This next one, her boyfriend left a kissy emoji. Yes, thank you. We didn't know what a kiss sounded like, Kevin. Oh my God. You know. Thanks for the reminder.
Now you know. I got another one.
Her boyfriend left a kissy emoji on her Instagram picture. I clicked on his profile and his picture is them kissing. It was a pretty cool way to find out.
Huh.
Yeah, way to keep a fucking secret.
Cheaters aren't the smartest people.
Next one. I was taken out for wings with her best friend's husband and another of her guy friends. We hung out quite a bit. They knew I was clueless to what was happening, but they liked me. Smiley face. I was told straight out by both of those dude. Solid move by them. It sucked hard to hear, but after a bit of time, I really appreciated that they felt I was enough of a friend to let me know. It's been a few years since I've seen or talked to either of them. Good people those two guys are. That's really cool. Especially it's like you have no loyalty, I guess, necessarily to the other person. That makes it
easier to tell somebody, I think.
When
right?
When it's the boyfriends of the person who's cheating or the friends of the boyfriends who are cheating and they tell that guy, I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's just, I don't know. Cheating's always like a really fucking, it's just such a betrayal thing to do. So like the people that do cheat, it's like, I don't know, you just look worse for doing it. It's like, where's your honor? Where's your loyalty? You know? Where's your self-respect? Because you just look like a shittier person. So it's like, even if you are friends with somebody and like you find out that they're cheating on somebody or on their spouse, you're just like, you kind of have an obligation to do the right thing at that point.
Has someone ever told you or confessed to you that they were cheating on their significant other or wife or whatever?
No, I can't remember anything. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard of people being like, "Yep, I slept with that married chick." You know, there's a couple of those that I know of.
I mean, the person who is the mistress, are they just as fault as the one who's the cheater in the relationship?
Kind of, but to a lesser extent. Like, because you don't really owe. I feel like they don't really owe that person anything, right? That's their life.
I mean, obviously,
it's
there's
still
a moral
like it's kind
issue.
of like a I mean, that's how you could look at it. It's like, it's a scummy thing to do, but it's nothing for me to be like, I'm not talking to you forever. You know, like it is what it is. You know, the person who's the main party who's actually in the relationship, I feel like it's worse on them.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely easier to, like, in these people, they're obviously really cool people. They got along with this other boyfriend of their friends.
Yeah.
And they told them the truth, and that's really cool of them. I wonder if they were like, well, just don't tell our girlfriends that we told you.
Nah.
So that they don't get pissed off at us.
Yeah, who cares, though? It's like, it was about to come out anyways, you know what I mean? It's like, what are they gonna, you're just gonna let them, like, live a life of lies forever? Like, nah, fucking, if you're cheating, that relationship is over. It's just done, you know? There's a reason why you're cheating. It's because you're not in it anymore and you're too much of a coward to just call it quits. So you just cheat.
This next one says, the dude she cheated on me with had no idea I even existed, and I was out of town visiting my dad in Boston. He sent me a message on Facebook telling me he's sorry, but he had no idea I existed, and he was drunk that night. He woke up before her and used the bathroom and saw my shaving kit. She said it was her roommate's, but it was a 1-bedroom apartment. He did some snooping and found out she was dating me. Real bro move. I had no anger towards him. Actually, the opposite. He even invited me to have some drinks and he'd pay.
That's a solid bro, dude.
Wow, that's so nice.
Yep.
That's so nice. I mean, it's kind of hard to see the face of the guy who just fucked your girlfriend.
Nah, I mean, yeah. But no matter, I've always felt like that. No matter how you look at it, it's like, dude, you kind of did me a solid. Yeah, it's going to hurt in the moment, but it's like, you totally did me a solid.
I'm sure there's been friendships that have been made from these types of scenarios.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially with guys. Guys are pretty easygoing and have an easier way of rolling things off their back and being friends over it, I would imagine. But this guy...
We don't hold no grudges.
This guy said he respectfully declined on his mandate. Luckily, we only had 6 weeks left on our lease, the most painful and awkward 6 weeks of my life. She threw away a 3-year relationship because she didn't want to go to Boston, but was mad that I still wanted to go without her. Now I'm happily married to a non-toxic and wonderful woman, and that experience taught me a lot and allowed me to dodge a bullet.
Hell yeah, brother. All thanks to the bro who let you know.
Hey, that rhymes, dude.
I know.
That's gonna
Just
be
what
that's
I come
gonna
up with.
That's gonna be the fucking title, dude.
Yeah, that's just things that come up with here and there.
You're good at those rhymes, Eminem.
Yep, I rhyme all the time.
Oh, another.
The cat has a hat. Anyways.
That's not original. I heard that there was this scenario. I don't know if it's true. You know, stuff online. Who knows if it's real or not. But that I heard that there was something similar to that previous story where the guy who cheated, or no, the boyfriend went to use the restroom, lifted up the toilet seat, and there was a note on the lifted toilet seat where it was like, hey, sorry, I fucked your girl. I realized that she was in a relationship. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm here to let you know.
I've heard of that one too.
You know, since the
That's
girls don't really lift the toilet seat.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
That was
they don't
very
need.
sneaky.
Sneaky ass bitch.
It's like, sorry, dude, I already fucked her, but
I've heard stories of somebody finding out because he came home and like the toilet seat was
up.
And he was just like, what the fuck? So then he did a little snooping and found out his wife was having an affair. It's like, damn, dude, that's some investigative work. His spidey senses went off, and he was just like, that harlot.
There's this movie, Tyler Perry movie, where the crazier girl who always is convinced that her husband's cheating on her, her neighbor tells her, hey, I've been hearing those sex noises every Thursday at like 12 in the afternoon. Can you please, keep the noise down? And she's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm at work. and she's like, oh, and she's like, what the fuck? She goes all crazy. And so she leaves work and she comes home on that every Thursday, because it happens every Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Comes home like at the same time that she said, and she found out that it was her maid and the gardener having sex in their bed.
Those bastards.
I thought it was just such a funny twist in that movie. It was like, because the whole point is that she constantly thinks that he's cheating on her. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, I was fucking right. I'm going to catch him in the act. And she goes and it wasn't even him. And it just made me think of that. It was so funny. Those Tyler Perry, those two, it was Why Did I Get Married 2, I believe, the second one. Those two movies are pretty good. The first one and the second one.
Consistent Tyler Perry. He will never fail to put out a movie.
He makes some good movies. Not all of them are gems, but at least for, I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm sure other people don't like him.
Some people like him.
Anyway, this next one says, my stay-at-home wife at the time got pregnant despite We hadn't had sex for a while, and I had a vasectomy.
Yikers.
She tried to hide her pregnancy under the guise of weight gain, but the medical statements in the mail gave away the purpose of her doctor's visits.
What is her end game? Like, why don't, if like, this is another person who was just clearly out of the relationship and she was just postponing it as long as she could. Because, like, you're just, how do you explain the baby? You know? Like, if you're not just going to hide it until you get an abortion or something, like, then you clear, like, I don't know. She's clearly out of the relationship and it's just a time bomb.
I think it's possible for technically, I don't know, but I feel like it can be possible for someone to have sex after, someone to have a baby after a vasectomy.
Yeah, it can happen, but still, like, it's...
Like, there are mistakes that can be made in medical procedures all the time.
It just reattaches itself. I don't know how it works, dude. I barely know how vasectomy works. I know they snip a little clip out, you know?
That's pretty hard to convince.
Snip, snap, sure. Snip, snap.
Someone responded saying, "What the hell was her plan here?"
Yeah.
Can't really hide going through labor and having a child. The next person says, "It's simple. She can just switch the baby out for a pillow so that in the end, when she's giving birth, the husband will be delighted to learn it's just a prank."
Gotcha.
Am I on Punk'd? Did this sound make Punk'd? I don't think so.
No, Ashton Kutcher is too busy fighting off pedophiles.
Well, I mean, at least he switched it up for a better cause, I guess.
It is a noble cause. I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Someone said, "What was her end game? What was she going to do when the baby came?" And then someone said, "In the olden days, this was more common than you think. Though normally it was with unwed mothers. You were fat, quote unquote, until that lie wouldn't hold water anymore. Then you went to help a sick aunt for a few months, and clearly all that work and stress made you lose a lot of weight."
It's true. And then the baby's found in a river.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Wait, not the good old days of finding the baby in the river. This person says, "Similar thing happened to me, except I was the friend. Was over their house for drinks one night, and I went to take the bus home, and her boyfriend absolutely insisted on walking me to the bus stop. On the walk, he kept trying to hold my hand. Then, while waiting for the bus, he kept trying to forcefully kiss me. I told him he was a giant dick, and luckily the bus came pretty quick. The next day, I got her alone and let her know what had happened and comforted her as she cried. A few days later, she blocks me completely, and I find out when she had talked to her boyfriend, he denied it and said I had been the one trying to make out with him. She believed him, and then 2 months later, she walked in on him balls deep in another girl. Don't miss any of them or their drama."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know how you don't believe people. That's just, I don't know.
How do you not believe your best friend? Or at least a friend? Unless that girl has a reputation of fucking being slutty.
I don't know.
How do you not believe
your friend? There's no scenario where I don't believe my friend. There's just no scenario.
You should trust your friends. I know there are some toxic friends out there, and some people just haven't found that out yet and haven't let them go yet. But
if somebody's your best friend, you should 100% believe that person. That's your best friend.
They have no reason to lie.
Ride or die. That's your down for life, motherfucker. Why would they lie to you about this dumb shit? And why would you choose to be like with somebody? I don't know. Because even if they did lie, it's like, or you know what I mean? Like, there's no way for you to know. But like, that doubt, like, how do you just block them out of your life completely? I don't know. It's just weird. Very weird.
That manipulative bitch of a boyfriend.
Yeah.
For weaseling his way out of it for I don't know how much longer. 2 months later, when she walked in on him literally having sex with somebody else.
You get what you get, though. You're not going to believe your friend, and then, yeah, you get what you get.
What a fucking dick, dude. That. Not only did you lose a friend who obviously tells you the truth and tells you how it is and trying to show you the truth, but you wasted so much time with him after the 2 extra months after, and then he just fucking literally is fucking a girl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then someone responded, "Holy shit, you just described what happened to me."
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty common where people just, I don't know, love's a weird thing, dude. It makes people, their head not right. I don't know.
Next one says, I was early picking him up from work and saw the other woman dropping him off. They made out for a minute before he ran inside. He came out a few minutes later having changed into his work clothes and immediately started complaining about his coworkers. What a fucking piece of shit. For one, he doesn't have a fucking job. What a fucking... And this girl, this husband, wife, whatever, she is the one that's in charge of picking him up and dropping him off at work. Has that job of doing that, and she fucking catches that fucking bitch in the car with some other chick just because she just happened to get there a little early from picking him up.
That's a big risk. That's a big risk he's taking.
The fact that he spends all fucking day at quote unquote at work at her house, assumingly, and then this fucker doesn't have a fucking car. Because this side piece is the one picking his ass up. And what a fucking... He must be the smoothest motherfucker to have not only conned his wife or girlfriend, but to also do the same thing to this fucking mistress of his. To be, hey, yeah, just come pick me up at this fake work and we'll just go fuck real quick. Come back. Like, she has the job of picking him up. And
this dude's getting a lot of rides.
What a smooth asshole that he's able to get away with this from both women.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't believe that. That's probably the most baffling thing.
I can see it.
What a fucking asshole, man.
I don't know why anybody would drop somebody off at work and pick them up every day. What the fuck,
curious,
dude? Take a bus.
I'm curious. And then he goes and complains, oh, fuck, man, my boss fucking sucks. This guy at work is just talking too much shit. And the way that he plays it off, what a fucking award that he deserves.
Yeah. Good job, cheater. You did it.
The luck that she had, the fact that she came early by chance picking him up from work. Someone responded saying, similar thing happened with my mom and dad too. He suspected something was up, so he turned up early to a quote-unquote night class she was taking. As he was waiting outside, he saw a car go past and someone in the front seat ducked for cover. There was nowhere really for the car to go, so he had to watch her get out of the other guy's car and make her way to his. She got in and just said, so you caught me then. Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, Mom. Mom, why are you being such a whore?
I'm curious if their daughter or son is on their dad or mother's side.
Yeah, it's a complicated one.
That
I just drop them both. No more dad, no more mom.
Good luck. Why? The dad didn't do anything.
Psh, too much drama. Too much fucking drama, dude.
You gotta take the dad's side.
Fuck him.
Unless your dad's a fucking asshole.
Probably was. That's a rough one. I would just leave for a few months, come back when it's all situated and everybody's divorced and moved on.
The other scenario for both of these is like they told their significant other that their work ended later than it actually did, so they were able to get away with this for an extra hour or something.
Yeah, pulling some overtime for the next 3 months.
Oh my God!
An extra 3 hours a day.
That's that's a hell of a visual you just gave me right there from that. that sentence. Oh my God. People just fucking have no shame.
None. It's a bunch of shady fuckers out there.
This guy or girl said, I suspected him of having a thing for my friend, but he always gaslit me into thinking I was insecure and paranoid. He had his phone connected to the Bluetooth in our shared vehicle. A text from my friend popped up, and before he could stop me, I pressed read. The text said, I love you. Can't wait for tomorrow. That day ended a 7-year relationship.
Damn.
What a
Good
fucking
for you guys.
waste of fucking time.
Nah, life is about the experiences you live. You can't look at it like, oh, I wasted a bunch of time. It's like, nah, dude, you went through a lot of shit.
I mean, learning lessons.
You are you because of that. There's no way you would be you besides for that. So unless you hate yourself, don't hate the experiences.
That's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
That's like someone who was obviously waited and waited for years to for this guy to pop the question, and he obviously wasn't ever going to pop the question, and finding out this information is why.
Nah, bro.
And it's like that kind of scenario.
Yep.
It was always kind of sad thought in my head. It's like when people are like in relationships for like 10 years plus or something, or like close to that, and they just aren't married. But I understand the fact that people would rather not get married and just live unmarried. I get that. But it's like for those scenarios where those people are waiting to get married.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't happen.
Shh, don't wait. Give them an ultimatum, ladies. Find out whether this is going to last now or not.
Well, I mean, it's like, how long do you wait? I mean, either you stay
2 months.
together or not.
2 months.
2 months for what?
And then you demand the ring.
Oh, God, please.
You can get an annulment. So you have the next 4 years to figure it out. So don't worry about it.
This next one. We were supposed to hang out after work, but she bailed last minute with some shit excuse, so I followed her. She lied about her plans and went back to her ex's house. The next day when I saw her, I just told her that I caught her in a lie. It was a pretty bad one, and we're done. She kept asking how I knew and what she was doing, and all that I said was, no, I'm not going to help you be a better liar. She bawled her little alligator eyes out. Damn. I mean, that's the sweetest revenge in a sense.
No.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet revenge where she's like, well, how did you know? How did you know?
Sweet revenge is getting in there, taking a picture, and sending it to her parents. Now that's some revenge. This just his way of thinking he won somehow. You didn't.
Well,
your prize is the relationship is over. That's it.
It makes it better, the fact, but that's true. Like, why? What's the point of telling her how he found out? The point is that he knows
You shouldn't talk to them
for a
at
fucking
all.
fact.
At all. I would ghost somebody. If they found out somebody was cheating on me, it would just be a ghost. It would be like all of a sudden all my shit's gone. And I'm just gone. And it's just like, what the fuck happened? That's for you to worry about, not me. I don't care. I'm done. I'm out.
That's not really going to work if they know where you live, or like they're just going to come bother you until you respond to them.
Just leave. Move too. Fuck it. Get the hell out of there.
Well,
sublet your apartment.
This person commented saying, that's got to be the best answer to give. Damn. I mean, I don't know. I kind of agree where he was like, I'm not going to let you be a better liar for the next fucking guy. It's true. It's true. This other one says, I had a feeling for a while. I always denied it, of course, directly and through a massive amount of gaslighting. Ultimately, the other woman was also married, and her husband called me at work, found me on LinkedIn.
Nice.
Took everything I had to walk to my car and cry in private. That's so sad. Edit. Wow, thank you so much for all the support. The answer to some questions. I filed for divorce. No, I didn't get with the other woman's husband. His main goal was stopping the behavior to work things out with his wife. I'm not sure how that ended up. And then someone responded saying, so that's what LinkedIn is for.
Yep.
Imagine finding her on LinkedIn. That's weird. That's some weird Googling.
That's a rough one, man.
You have to find her name, fucking Google it, and see what pops up. And you know what? I wonder, like, the debating process. You know what? Should I tell her via LinkedIn, or should I just try to find her Instagram somewhere or some shit?
Yeah. Let's network.
That's a weird way to find out that someone cheated on you, for sure. Okay, this other thing, this isn't Reddit anymore. I found some interesting facts. Fast facts.
Facts? Okay.
Yes,
Fire them at me.
Fast facts corner. I found this on Instagram. It was a post on Geo Ranking. That's the Instagram. I found this interesting. The life expectancy in the U.S.
Okay.
And it's a color-coded map. The highest rank is 82 years or older. And can you take a guess, I guess, of what is the highest life expectancy in which state?
California. Arizona. That's where all the old people go.
There are a few different that are on the same spectrum. So California is one of them.
Yeah.
Arizona is another.
Okay.
And Florida is another one. And New York.
Yeah, where all the old people go.
So I thought that was interesting. Oh, my bad. And Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
The very least life expectancy. What do you think?
Kentucky. Missouri.
The lightest color. So it goes from the lightest colors to the darkest colors. The lightest colors were Alabama and Georgia.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting. Fast facts for you. In Europe, life expectancy, the lightest color is Russia.
Yeah, it's too cold. You just die.
The ones with the darkest, it's pretty much almost all half of them. In Europe, it's like all the Scotland, Ireland, Italy, Spain, all of those. So there's a pretty good life expectancies over there in Europe. So that's pretty interesting. Next one, fast facts.
Okay.
Geo ranking on Instagram. The biggest binge drinkers countries. The number one is with 40%.
Russia.
Austria. Second one, Ireland.
Hell yeah, my Irish brothers.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
Viva la Ireland, as they say.
So those were the top two. Then on the top, it was a top 10 list, and at the number 10, it was France, was one of the lower ones.
Okay.
I'll post pictures of these if I'm able to, and or link them, and so you guys can see the maps for yourself. Other random fast fact, Kevin.
Let's hear it.
This is according to Statista on Instagram as of May 2nd, 2022. So this is the super recent.
Okay.
The worldwide box office earnings of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Okay.
What do you think is number one?
I don't know. Transformers, Avatar, it's Titanic.
Avatar is still the number one in the box office world record.
What about Terminator?
It's not on the list here. There's 1, 2, 3,
Titanic?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this list.
Avengers Endgame. What about that one?
That was number 2.
Knew it.
So number one,
movie.
The Avatar came out in 2009. Okay.
Of course, that shit was phenomenal, and they're doing
nice.
a re-release in September, guys. Everybody, go see it. We're sponsored by Avatars.
No, we're not.
Just go see it September fucking 20 whatevers.
Thanks for half the information again. Thank you. So it was the highest grossing on 2.85 billion.
Yeah, yep.
Avengers Endgame in 2019, 2.8 billion.
Damn, they got close. You almost had them.
Yeah, that was really, really close.
You almost had them, Avengers, but not so. The blue people got you beat.
But one of the older films is number 3, Titanic, 2.2 billion.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Because all the other ones are from 2000 or earlier.
2 of those have the same director.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting.
I think Terminator was pretty high up there too, I believe. But
Terminator. Let me see. No, it's not on this list. Number 4 was Star Wars Episode 7.
what?
That was number 4. Avengers Infinity War.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Hell yeah, that was a good one.
That was the most recent one on this list. The other ones are like 2019.
Yeah.
After that, after Spider-Man, Jurassic World.
Woo!
And then The Lion King.
Well, ain't that fucking sweet?
But the live action version.
That is disgusting. Who the fuck saw the live action version?
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
What have you people done?
I don't remember that one that much though.
Anyways, let's all go see Avatar 20 September 2022.
It was a re-release, you said?
Re-release, they're remastering it. Getting prepared for Avatar 2, where the lady's pregnant now.
Are you giving away spoilers?
Spoiler alert.
It's kind of too fucking late now.
Here's a water baby.
Water baby.
I don't know, they're blue.
Okay, this last one that I have, it's from Statista on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Ebooks, still no match for printed books. I would think that people are reading a lot of ebooks right now. You listen to a lot of books on your Bluetooth speaker and all that, on your headphones and all that.
Yeah, I sure do.
So I was curious if people read, hardcover books anymore.
Of
printed
course,
books.
there's something fantastic about sitting there cracking open a fresh new book. The smell of the pages, the crinkling of them.
Get to lick the tip of your finger so you could flip that page over.
That is disgusting. You guys are animals who do that.
So the number one of for the US, 23% of people use ebooks, but 44% of people use printed books. The top amount of people who use printed books are in Germany. 10% use 10.8% use ebooks, but 58.3% use printed books. That's crazy high.
Yeah, it's good shit.
More than half? That's crazy high.
Hell yeah.
The second to that is France. 7.8% use ebooks, and then 51% use printed books. I personally haven't read a book, either ebook or printed book, in a long time, but I've wanted to. I just haven't.
Just crack one open one day and start reading.
I know. I just haven't in a long time.
You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. Crack it open, start reading, and then next thing you know, you want to just read.
You want to just read?
Yeah. It starts getting interesting, and you're like, well, I gotta find out, and then you fucking just keep reading.
Well, like I said, I've always wanted to start trying to read more books, and whenever I come across suggestions like on Instagram, oh, these are my top books, or these are the romantic books, or whatever, I always save them to my phone so that I could later purchase them, but I just never gotten around to buying them or to even read some of the books that I currently have, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Send me your requests to the Gmail. That'd be cool.
Sure.
When was the last time you actually cracked open a physical printed book?
Probably been a couple of years at least. 3 years probably. It's been a while. But I used to read a lot. I've read hundreds of books. Many old books.
What kind of books?
All kinds. Fantasy mainly, I don't know. Short stories. All kinds of books.
You have a lot of fantasy, sci-fi, magic.
Fantasy. That's basically just fantasy.
Books.
Fantasy books.
You have a lot of those.
I like fantasy books.
But
it's a whole new world, as they say. Pocahontas. You know her?
Pocahontas. Oh, hush. All right, guys. Well, that's all that we have for today.
Thank you for joining us in today's podcast.
Find us on Instagram and Twitter. I'll try to post some of the things that we talk about on this podcast.
Yep.
On Instagram. And sorry, I haven't been really posting things on Twitter. But follow us on Twitter as well. We do have I believe almost 30 followers on Instagram, which is really amazing.
Hell yeah.
We don't have as many on Twitter, but follow us on Twitter as well.
Nobody uses Twitter.
Only if you want to. But definitely share and rate our podcast. That'll really spread the word to others. But thank you so much for listening. As always, we love you. And Kevin, any last thoughts?
Bye.
Goodbye.